Yo, people, what's going on? It's your boy Nix. We back once again with the Color Commentary Wrestling Podcast. A little different tonight. We're not even going to cover the main shows. We ain't talking about Raw. We ain't talking about SmackDown. We ain't talking about Dynamite. We ain't talking about Rampage. God knows not NXT. We're going to get right into the shits tonight. And trust me, tonight, it's going to be a hell of a pod. Just so y'all know. But before we get started with that, let me go ahead and bring on my esteemed, gracious, amazing team. Starting with the one and only, and I don't mean Ricochet, I mean my one, my only, the one and only, Miss KayDee Cosplay.
You're here.
Here. It's that kind of night, huh? Mm-hmm. All right, baby. Doing all right, baby? You doing good?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. You got your hair all nice and you better stop by that.
Got my hair did.
That lip's gonna be a whole new podcast. You better stop. I'm just saying.
Hey.
All right, look, we can shut this shit down right now. We can cut this off now. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and bring on your twin, your tag team partner, the tag team champions of the Color Commentary Wrestling Podcast. Hailing all the way from the D, but residing in Charlotte, NC. The
Queen City.
The one and only Lucia, aka Lashes and Larry's.
Hi.
Y'all up here twinning tonight. I see it.
Oh wait, what you got on?
Huh?
Wait, what you mean? Twinning how?
Like the hair.
Oh, the big curly hair.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what you got on?
Doing good, Lou? You
Oh, I'm a little high.
Yeah, I mean that's what I meant. Like, are you ready?
Oh, I mean, let's do it.
I never want sober on the show. Just so you know. We're 6 episodes in. You better not show up sober. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into this intro real quick.
Oh gosh.
Ready? He has the most views episode of the CCW podcast, which has statements that got him suspended. He is the only podcaster to have a 2D and 3D forms. He recently went viral for pandering to CM Punk fans in Chicago. He hails from Huntsville, Alabama, and will never revisit North Carolina, the 2D terror. Heel Joe.
I hated it. Sheep.
All right, y'all. This has been fun already. Let's start with some light work, if you will. So, my man's Triple H had an interview with BT Sport with Ariel Helwin to talk over the new creative direction that he has been taking since the departure of Vince McMahon. He said a lot of things, but one of the big things that was a big takeaway was when Ariel asked him about how he may have been punished from AEW defeating NXT in the Wednesday Night Wars. Triple H went up to say, no, not punished. No, look, people put so much pressure on all this competitive war. It was never that. Look, first of all, they beat our developmental system. Good for them, right? No, it was never that. There was never any pressure of like you had to beat that. It was never that. It was to put on the best product we could.
He a lie.
Now, you are my guy. Everyone knows Triple H is my guy, but that was a very contradictory statement.
Yeah.
Because 3 years before that, he stated that NXT, his baby at the time, is not a developmental brand. It's a third brand of WWE. Mm-hmm. So, Trips, make it make sense, my guy. Which is it? Is it developmental or is it a third brand? I mean, What are we doing here? KayDee, what are your thoughts?
It's a contradiction. He had to, backstep a little bit. Like, no, that's not what I said.
Hi, Jeannie.
He had to. Yeah, he lost out the first time. They lost to AEW, so now it's developmental because he lost. If he had won, he would have been like, "Told you so." So, but if he gets it right this time, but we know he got to get rid of everything, the whole 2.0 thing, and start like it's a brand new baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if he will do that, because we definitely can't go back to black and gold, at least as it was. He has to get something brand new and totally fresh. And if it's gonna be good, but it's just a matter of time of when he's gonna do it.
Heel Jones. All over the place because I'm a little tipsy. I'm sorry.
It's okay, baby.
I feel like I was babbling. I started like, what did I just say? Okay. I'm sorry, y'all.
I know you good. You good. We have a lot of apologies that are gonna be going.
It's gonna get weirder.
Anyway. It's gonna get crazy tonight. Heel Jones, the Triple H hater that you are. What do you think, man?
I'm not a Triple H hater. Well, actually, I am. I don't like Triple H, and I really don't care for Paul Levesque. The game is okay, but Triple H, Paul Levesque is not my guy. That's why I have the William Regal PTR ready for your statement today, because William Regal was the original Lord Hunter Hearst Helmsley. He stole his gimmick. They try to use NXT to smother AEW, but it didn't work. You lost the war. There was a war or battle, you lost. You called it a pissant company. Now you're saying, they beat our developmental. So, man, I don't care about Paul Levesque.
Yeah.
Moving on.
He definitely did say that. Lou, your thoughts on the comment that Triple H made?
He alive.
He alive. That's what's up. Oh man. Triple H, you gotta do better, man. Remember what you said. That was already a problem in your booking. Not remember what you did before. Don't let the same thing happen for your interview. Okay.
I really appreciate the Jericho clap back. That's what I appreciate.
Oh yeah. Jericho definitely did clap back on that ass. But of course, Jericho says what he wants to say anyway, and I love him for that. So Clash of the Castle is also this weekend. Very, very good pay-per-view. Minus
you mean Crown Jewel Europe?
Crown Jewel Europe. Whoa. Whoa. But it was a decent pay-per-view. Minus maybe I'm gonna say minus one match, because of course I just can't get with Liv in this championship run she has. But other than that, pay-per-view was pretty damn good. Sheamus and Gunther stole the show and tore it the hell down.
Gunther?
Who's Gunther?
I don't know none of these people because I don't watch it.
He was formerly known as Walter. Known as Walter. It was actually a great slug match between those two.
He's actually really, he's a great wrestler, but I didn't like him. He just was giving Nazi.
He does.
Yeah.
I mean, it's German, ring general.
Yeah, I know. And I tried
Imperium.
so hard to like him. Oh, yeah, exactly. And they all stood around like little knots. I would.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I was trying so hard to like them because they were great wrestlers. But ooh, and I'm sorry, they ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. But
I mean, no, we talking about the Imperium, so
that's what it is.
Yeah, it's giving Nazi.
It does. It really does.
It's giving Hail Hydra. It really is.
Oh snap!
Well, damn.
Hydra.
Well, it is what it is. I mean, it seems like shades of the former WWF days when they had all the heels were foreign people from foreign lands of people of color. So, yeah, Iron Sheik.
If you have an accent, you're a heel. Yeah,
you're a heel. Nikolai Volkov, those kind of things.
The Volkov was my guys. Nikita and Ivan. Oh my god, that Russian
Nikita
sickle
Koloff
take
was the
your
coldest
head
one
off.
though.
Yeah, that Russian sickle will take your head off. I love seeing him do that. But yeah, this pay-per-view was decent. A few surprises. Well, not really. Really just one surprise. One swerve that we kind of saw was the turn of Dominic Mysterio into Dominic Guerrero as he turned on his father. Full mullet like Eddie would have and everything. Gave Edge a nice little shot to the testicles. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this Dominic heel run. If they let him do it like he's Dominic Guerrero, yeah, I'm looking forward to the heel run.
Come on, we've seen this before. He's Chavo 2.0, bro. There's only one Eddie Guerrero. There's only one lie, cheat, and steal. Dominic doesn't have the cojones to pull this off. He doesn't have the balls, bro.
I don't think so either.
Well, okay. All right, I'll give y'all that. But I'm gonna
bleach your hair blonde and put in some white contacts and look like your father did when he took his mask off. That's the best thing he could do for me. Dominic Guerrero, get out of here. Then you got Edge in a lucha mask. Edge coming out looking like somebody from Super Sentai. He looks like damn Masked Rider or Kamen Rider or something.
Wait a minute. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Wait a minute. Kamen Rider?
Oh God.
You saw Edge. He had the Devil May Cry Dante trench coat on, and he had wrestler number 0 created player mask on. Wasn't feeling the lucha rated R luchador.
Edge needs Christian back because every faction he's joining now is like turning on him. I'm starting to feel bad. Like he created Judgment Day and they turned on him. And now when Dominic Mysterio turns on you, you need your friend back.
Judgment Day, that's the Great Value House of Black, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Dom turned in the sub real quick though.
Yeah, my theory about the Judgment Day is that they had all this Undertaker lighting, and now that he's retired, we have to do something with the purple lights.
Yeah, they spent all that money on purple lights, so they had to let somebody.
Somebody has to do something with these purple lights and smoke. We spent $250,000 on smoke machines. Come on.
Well. I see we going in tonight. All right, that's what's up.
Oh, just wait.
Oh, yeah. The last match of the night, of course, my tribal chief, Roman Reigns, retained, taking his solidified spot, going over 700 plus days as the tribal chief. No Usos were by his ringside. However, the third Uso brother, Solo, showed up to give Reigns the advantage to win. So now we have Solo now leaving NXT and joining the main roster, and now the bloodline is officially 4 deep minus Sami Zayn. If you want to include Sami, he can be 5 deep.
No, Sami about to go back with Kevin.
I hope he does. I really do.
I hope so too.
Yeah,
I think he will.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we now have the official 4-member bloodline, and I am all for this because boys, I do some shit now. If the rumors are true and they're going to bring War Games to the main roster, you got to put them in there first. And I'm not sure who's going to go in there against them, but I'm definitely excited to see it.
Baby Uso has to keep his hair blonde because he looks just like him. I'm not gonna be able to tell them apart. So,
I don't need to tell them apart. They good,
girl.
Here we go.
So I was like, "Oh, another one! Yay!"
All right.
That's for me.
All right.
See, I see what's gonna happen right now if I do invite another female on this show. I'm like, you know what, y'all have it. Y'all have it.
You know what it is. Everybody's hot for fake Jason Momoa, and everybody gets excited when Rufio and his little brothers come out. The boy looks like Rufio. You are the pan. That's what he looks like. Yeah, man. So can you bang a ring?
Not Rufio.
Oh,
I'm talking about
man.
Rufy. Oh, that motherfucker.
Damn. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the words, thoughts, and views of Heel Jones do not reflect the entire cast crew.
I understand that. You know, I know when the big interviews are on the way, and when the big interviews happen, I won't be present because I'm going to keep the same character that I am. I'm going to speak my truth.
Not my truth.
Yeah, I'm
I
speaking my
love
truth.
it.
Oh, that's nuts. In addition to the class of the cast from WWE, we also had AEW's All Out this weekend. And
Yeah, hurry up, get through that turn one. Hurry up.
Because All Out, man, All Out was dope from beginning to end. They had like 500 matches, but yeah.
Man.
I think I missed a couple. I was sitting there.
To me, the highlights, definitely the trios titles match, with the Elite becoming the first ever trios champions. Pretty good match. Of course, Kenny came out and did his thing. There was definitely the tension with the Elite and Hangman with the Dark Order. I think Hangman really popped my man Johnny Hungy's ear with that damn lariat, because that's painful.
Johnny is not hungry anymore. He is full.
He laid that nigga out. You hear me? In addition to the stiff match that we saw at Clash of the Castle between Gunther and Sheamus, Eddie Kingston, and Lou, you want to take this one, because that shit was crazy. I saw you. I saw your reel. I'm gonna let you have this one, because that match was
on the buy-in, by the way.
That was stiff.
That deserved to be on the main card. But that was a stiff match. Like, I don't understand why you would want that. Why would you want to do that with either of them?
Right.
And then they doing it to each other. Oh my god! Like, oh.
Yeah.
And did you see Tomohiro's? It was starting to turn purple.
Yeah, he actually his veins actually started to pop a little bit because the blood vessels breaking up. That shit was nuts.
That's crazy. That's so wild. Like, look, all I can say is, like, Eddie Kingston is turning into the old guy that just wants to fight. You know what I'm saying? He turned into the old guy that just wants to fight, and if someone says something he don't like, he go fight him.
Right.
Like, the whole reason that he was on the pre-show at all is because of the whole thing that happened with Sammy. Which, by the way, well, you know, I'll say that when we're talking about Sammy's thing, but like, the whole reason he's on there and wasn't on the main card was because that was punishment.
Yeah.
So, but what a fucking punishment! Like,
right?
It was like, that's crazy, but they just crazy old men. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I was concerned about Ishii at the end because, like, everybody was trying to help him, and he was like, no. He was like walking around in circles. So, like, he has no idea where he's like,
go to the back.
He's trying to walk it off.
I am at the back.
I am at the back.
Like, no, nigga, go this way.
Even Eddie was like trying to, you know, like navigate him to the ramp, and he's like, and he walked around the ring again. The referees are like following him,
and then fell. He fell and everything. Yeah,
like get off me, nigga. We got a game. Like, no, we got a game. What are you talking about?
He was out of it.
Oh man, I saw the TBS title match going a different direction, but of course,
very much so.
Jade retained again. Can we just
very grateful?
Can we just give a hand clap of applause for Jade's cosplay? I mean,
man,
damn right. Damn right.
She didn't need that green on her though.
No,
I love it. She looked so good. I knew who she was without the green on her.
Yeah.
Like, when she came out, and if they had just put the green light on her, and left it at that, and it had her like, but she looked weird, like
because it
just
wasn't
felt
completely
weird.
painted.
Yeah, it was like stripes and stuff. She
Yeah.
looked like a green tiger.
Yeah, it was.
Like
It was
that's what
striped.
she
I
looked
noticed
like.
that.
I
Like they
didn't
didn't
like
have
that, but
time
if
to completely paint her green.
right, like they was like just go like this on her skin. There's not enough time. Just go like this.
They get it.
Right, yeah. Like
It's
it
supposed to be
but
like
I
veins,
love it.
you know
It
what I'm
was,
saying? It was just like, like she's getting ready to She-Hulk it up.
but
It's a
she
little
looked
veiny.
ashy. She just looked green ashy. Like
I
you know what I'm
loved it.
saying?
I
No, she
loved
looked
it.
amazing though. If
I
she would have
love
just
her with
had
the natural
the
colored
outfit,
hair.
yes, she looked so pretty. I was gonna say her hair was beautiful.
Yeah.
Is she the cosplay queen of wrestling?
Nah, I think we gonna give that back to Zelina. Let her hold that for a little while because Jade.
I don't know. I mean, she had the
she's only
Jade,
done
she had the
3.
She-Hulk, she had the Storm.
She's only done 3. She's only done 3 though. Zelina has dressed up for almost every pay-per-view. She was Aaliyah. She was Akasha. She
was Sindel too, I think.
Yeah.
From Mortal Kombat. But you know what? I think with Jade's physique, Zelina's getting her stuff from the kids section anyway. So like it doesn't really matter about her. I mean, yeah. When I go to Party City and get the kids' costume, like why are we wearing? I mean, come on.
Wow.
I see right now. I'm gonna have to get the gunshot sounder. I'm gonna have to, I gotta get some more sounders just for you alone, my dude. Like, goddamn.
I'm fishing for another suspension.
Hard.
Oh my god!
Suspension.
Did you really get suspended?
Yeah, by the American Podcast Association, which is headed by Paul Levesque and Stephanie McMahon.
Oh god.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's that. We're keeping the kayfabe because he wasn't on last week. So.
Okay. Wait,
it was a suspension.
Say what?
You were here.
Oh yeah, I was here. I remember now.
Oh, baby.
It was a week and a day ago. I just needed a refresher.
Okay.
Wait, before we move on, let's talk about the baddie that Athena kicked into next pay-per-view.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
We didn't see her anymore after that. Like after Athena
kicked the shit out of Layla Gray.
That barricade did not give.
They just left her.
Yeah, and then you saw Hogan, like she popped up on the other side and she was still cheering on, but they just left old girl like in a heap. Like I didn't see the referees go get her or nothing. They just left her there.
She probably got injured.
They was like, she be on dark. She be all right.
Right. The thing didn't care if she injured her or not. She was sick of them for real. She's sick of
her
all of them.
Her vision is dark right now. She's probably just now waking up from that. That was the one. That was a vicious kick. The kick was vicious, and the impact on the guardrail was vicious as well.
Because it didn't give. It didn't give it all. Like she kicked the shit out of her.
I know the pay-per-view was just this past Sunday, but that's got to be bump of the week. That shit was gruesome.
Oh, definitely. That might be bump. Yeah.
Yeah. Brought to you by Montel's Beard Cream.
Oh my god. He ain't even here to enjoy it.
I know, right?
The casino ladder match.
This is Lulu's territory.
Let's talk about that. The match itself was great. Of course, the guys participating did their thing. But the ending, however.
Wait, before we talk about the ending, can we talk about the match itself? Because that'll be a short whatever. I just want to talk about the match. I thought Wheeler Yuta, like if the Joker hadn't been a thing, I think Wheeler Yuta would have won that.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Yeah.
Who else would?
I don't know, man. It was like a lot of great spots on that match, so I really can't say. I think they did it the way they did it because the Joker. I mean, Rouge, all of those guys were like they were going in. Yeah. So I don't know.
They were.
I was pulling for Dante or my guy Ray Phoenix.
Now you know good and well Dante was not gonna win. You know.
Dante was like a little spider monkey.
He last on the list to win.
Yeah. If Dante even sees gold for the end of this year, I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
He's getting jobbed out right now.
He's just there.
He in those kind of matches, he's the Kofi Kingston. He's
Oh,
there.
damn.
He is.
that
Or
was
like
really
a
good
Ricochet or
comparison.
somebody like that. I
Yeah,
can see
he's
that.
the he's gonna do the tricks and jump over people. He's the high flyer, so he is there for the entertainment value, but he's never gonna win.
Yeah.
Just like Kofi in
sucks.
the Royal Rumble matches. That's what he is. Yeah.
That sucks because he's so talented.
He is. He really
I bet you
is.
if he do his hair, maybe he would
he'd be a
progress.
Yeah, they're looking
He's
like
a black girlfriend. That's all.
They're looking like Blake
That's
Griffin
all
and Klay
needs.
Thompson mixed together.
Or a black friend. Stop it! Wow.
Wait! What you say?
He out there looking like Blake Griffin and Klay Thompson fusion. That's what he looks like.
Not fusion.
Wait a minute, hold up, time out. Did you write these
The
shits
dude's
down?
talented as hell. Huh? Say what?
Did you write these shits down first? Because
No, these are off the top.
Damn.
See, a part of being a great heel, you have to have the mic skills to carry the freaking show. You can't just, pipe bombs are ready. I got these in my back pocket.
Oh shit! You dropping my Green Goblin, my guy. Good God.
Oh God.
Yo, this one about to be up. I swear this. Ooh. It's gonna be a lot of repurposing. I'm not gonna know what to pick for the episode.
Oh, we got so much more shows to talk about.
Oh yeah, because I haven't got to the wrestling rant. Let's go. I'm ready.
I'm about to say we got some things to talk about. So
yeah, of course, we had Stokely Carmichael with the faction he has now built, which looks fucking phenomenal. That's a dope ass faction.
I know you and Lulu in the chat was very impressed by the faction, but the thing I think I would say he's a little weak on the tag team. I'm not really impressed by the Ass Boys as a tag team. I think you're a little weak there. You got the best big man I think that's out right now, which is Kaz, or whoever you want to call it.
He looks amazing.
You got a lot of underrated talent, underused talent. So I think giving these guys another angle to get them some screen time is dope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And this and the Joker, of course, being handed the chip to become the #1 contender was very unprecedented. Didn't see that coming. Also, really didn't see coming who it was. But we'll get to that in a second. The tag team title match was fucking mid. I'm really ready for the titles to get off of Swerve and Our Glory and for them to go ahead and break up.
The crowd was.
They booed them. I was about to say
they
booed them.
They were not behind them at all.
Well, I think it was because of that 3 count that should have been counted as a 3 count. Because after that, then the crowd was like, "Come on, like." And honestly, I'm tired of them. I don't care anything about them, which I hate.
Yeah.
They keep doing these teases like this is the second or third time where Swerve has kicked Keith Lee by mistake, or Keith Lee has run into him. They did it in another match too. And they kind of they look like they're angry with each other for a second, but nothing ever comes of it. Like that's a good segue for them to go ahead and break up and lose the titles because they don't have each other's back,
But then what do they do?
Like the whole Daddy Ass and Keith Lee, like they did a like I'm watching you kind of thing, like they scissored, but Daddy Ass was like I'm watching you. Big guy, like we not friends. Don't get it twisted. You talented, but we not friends. So I would love to see maybe something there to get old boy back in the ring because he can still thump. He can still go to get him something to get him back in there since his sons are gone and the Acclaim proved that they can do their thing. They are the best. Not the best, but they're good. They're very good. They deserve the title. Can we speak about
how I was gonna say excuse me, KD, but I'm a heel, so it doesn't matter. Can we speak about JR saying listen when he's about to do his raps? What's up with that?
Everybody's already.
I love it and I hate it at the same time.
Listen. I'm sorry, hold on. Listen. Sorry.
I think he's
Wow.
losing his shock value with the raps, because we know he's gonna say something mean. But the crowd's like they used to be like, oh, now they're like, ooh, you just somebody else.
You only good as your last 16, kid.
Yeah, he's just everybody now, like keep it a rest.
Yeah, but I really do want them to go ahead and put tag titles on someone else and just have the Swerve Our Glory break up and feud for a little while. Let's see, what else do we have? We had the custody of Daniel Garcia. Brian Danielson lost that.
That's
Custody. Oh my God, this DHR match.
I have a theory about this.
Okay,
so here's my theory. So I was gonna make a video about this. Okay, so I wanted Brian to win. I think everybody want Brian to win, right?
Always.
But since he lost, and now Jericho's like, I'm not gonna be at your side. He's gonna have this match with Wheeler Yuta for the title, for that Pure Wrestling title. He's gonna win that off of Wheeler Yuta. I love Wheeler Yuta. I want him to be champ all the time for any and everything he can be. But he's gonna lose that. This is my theory, okay? So he's gonna lose that because what they're gonna do with that is, so you know how like Jericho's like not by his side, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna be mad that he won and nobody was there. Brian's gonna come out and he's gonna like be like, yeah, congratulations, I knew you could do it, blah blah blah. Be real fatherly or whatever toward him. So then he's gonna be more warm to the Blackpool Combat Club. Then because he wins this up off Yuta, it's a Pure Wrestling. So now they're going to be like, you're a wrestler. They're going to take that, and that's going to be his thing, the wrestling thing. And I think that's going to lead to, I forgot where I was going with this, but that's part of my, that's
solid though, because even once he wins off of Yuta, that proves that he's able to be in the
Blackpool.
Yeah,
as a wrestler, and he could be in the Combat Club. So
that's going to be
a good theory.
An amazing faction.
Yeah.
So good. See, I'll be repping already.
Blood is beautiful. Yes,
I was ready.
Yeah, that's gonna be a nice addition to the Blackpool Comic Club. I can't wait to get my hoodie. I'm definitely rocking my hoodie come October when we go to see the AEW show.
I want that hoodie too. Yeah.
In Norfolk, VA, at the Chartway Arena. Gonna be up there having ourselves a good fucking time.
Take a B12 shot or something before we go, because it's a long. It's a long.
Man, I'm bringing a seat cushion, make sure I'm comfortable, because that shit is long.
Long, very long.
All right. I definitely saw the women's match going a different way, but I'm not mad at Toni Storm winning. Not mad at it at all.
I thought Britt was gonna get it back. I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yeah,
but they did start a whole feud with Britt and
Jamie.
What's her name?
Jamie.
Yeah,
I mean Jamie Hayter. Sorry,
Jamie. Yeah,
I was rooting for Jamie Hayter.
First of all, wait. Let me clear this up, because you've been saying something about Jamie's butt, and I don't see it because it don't exist. Okay, she got a flat booty. The only thing that is making her look like she has a butt at all is them thigh bands that she got
those garters.
And they squeeze so it looked like it's going in. She ain't got no
ass. Got the damage that Toni got.
No, not at all. Like Toni, that's a different specimen. Like yesterday, Jamie's thing was like one of her thigh bands was going down her thigh. Why her booty go down too?
Oh no!
She was thicker before when she first started. When she first started, and she was valeting. She lost a little weight.
The only reason why she was thicker, like because she was eating more, but that wasn't booty. That was still thigh band. I'm just saying. So we got to clear that up. We can't be giving booties to people who don't have.
Because we know Tony got the yamage, okay?
Tony got it.
Even in
Tony
the little,
got that.
even in those shorts, 'cause she had on like shorts, she won't hanging out or nothing, and you could still see. I was like, okay, I see your Harley Quinn drip too.
She getting it back.
Yeah,
she getting it back now.
Yeah,
she eating again.
Tony Storm's booty starts like at least 4 inches lower than where it should start. She has
got
like
a long torso.
she has hang time, but no
she
top.
got a long torso.
So we saying that's not ass.
No, look how high up her thigh bands are. They pushing her.
They're pushing. Like, look how tight they are on her.
Now go to Tony. I know you got a picture.
Damn, I know you got a picture.
No, I don't. But we can get there. I mean, I don't mind googling it. You know.
But see, Tony, her booty starts where at the bottom of those thigh bands.
You know what, Nick? This is around the time when Jamie was bigger. She was eating more back then. She weighed more. She was actually thicker, and it's squeezing her thigh. That's why it looked like. But when she lost weight, all that.
That's all Tony right there. God.
Yeah, Tony got that thing on her.
The
And she got the thing on her.
She ain't toting like Maurice. She's not toting like Maurice.
But Maurice is it's
French bread.
It's black adjacent.
That's that French bread pizza, baby.
That French bread, it's had some enhancements because she won't pack out that French bread when they first got together.
That's them baguettes.
She wasn't a Lana. Lana used to come out in them little business suits, like Lana. When her and Rousseau used to come out together, Maurice wasn't a Lana, but now she has surpassed Lana.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Her croissants.
Yeah, them croissants is flaky, boy. I'm telling you. All right. Fast forward. AEW World Heavyweight Title match. CM Punk, Jon Moxley. Very pro CM Punk crowd. Pro and con Moxley crowd. Okay. Mm-hmm. Very good match. Very good start. Spilled out.
You need a hepatitis shot.
What is wrong with Moxley?
Girl.
Is he a vampire? He was licking you see he licked the blood off his hand and then he was like,
that's what I was saying. Like, nigga, do you know AIDS still exists? You know it, right?
Right.
Y'all need a bloodborne pathogens video.
No, like facts. I put on Twitter, I'm like, Renee, get your husband.
Like at one point he was like sucking the blood out of his forehead.
That was nasty. I'm like, what's wrong with you? I get it. You want it to look crazy as hell. I get it because you never know what's gonna happen. That could be your match that shows forever. You know what I mean? But really,
Chris, what's up?
Hi.
Yeah, that was nuts. Of course, it ended in both of them bleeding profusely, as we all knew it was gonna happen. And in the end, we got CM Punk as the new 2-time crowned AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Once again, CM Punk wins a match in Chicago, and he takes the big thing. And although he is doing it for the guys in the back and doing it for Chicago, we know that it's because CM Punk wants to be the star. And
after seeing that interview, he's not doing it for the guys in the back.
No.
Mm-mm.
And CM Punk, his limelight was definitely yeeted because the devil from the casino match came and revealed himself to be none other than Mr. I'm Better Than You and You Know It, the guy who I've been waiting to come back for so fucking long, MJF.
And this was perfect. The way he came back, that beautiful little touch of that voicemail.
Wednesday's promo will be classic, guaranteed.
That was beautiful.
Even though I feel like MJF in ring is not the greatest guy I've ever seen.
Not at all.
He's mid on the end, between the ropes. But like promo, he's top tier.
Yeah, he's got.
He's an actor. He's an actor. Like he's good. He's good at what he does.
Yeah, he is God tier on that mic, and because he is now the number one contender we're definitely setting that match up for Full Gear, and I cannot fucking wait.
Question though, do you think that he should have had? Because he's only lost one match. I think he should have been number one contender anyway.
Well, of course you got to count for the win-loss record. I mean, and plus he's been gone for a while.
But I mean, I don't think he's lost maybe what 2 matches since he's came to AEW, maybe 1 or 2. Because CM Punk beat him once.
Darby beat him.
I'm gonna look at his record.
Chris, sorry, I'm still stuck on Jade coming to the ring as She-Hulk. I'll be in my bunk. Hey, look, we all still kind of stuck on it. I mean, whether we're stuck on the whole She-Hulk twerking in the actual show, or we should have maybe saw She-Hulk, as Jade.
I feel like Jade is a perfect fusion between She-Hulk CGI and Meg Thee Stallion.
He absolutely is.
Yeah.
When you put that twerk picture together, that's what you get is Jade Carter in real life.
She looks like a superhero.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
she looks like
I would like her to be
like
yes.
Yeah.
She's a perfect body. Yeah,
and if Jade had been in that episode and she was twerking anything, all of us would be stuck on rewind. Everybody, we wouldn't be able to do nothing else. We quit jobs and everything. Just while you're thinking about it, babe.
Huh? Now I'm just thinking. No, we'll move on.
We'll fast forward.
Yeah, we'll move on. Yeah. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So the pay-per-views were good. Let's get to the shits.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this contest set for one fall.
One fall.
One fall. Oh, we were still doing that. I forgot.
The AEW post All Out media scrum.
Oh, let's do this,
man.
Y'all. I don't even know how to describe what the hell happened at this thing. But for those of you who are not wrestling smart like the rest of us and don't know what we're talking about, there was a media scrum after the pay-per-view, and CM Punk, I don't even want to call this a shoot. This was a clip being unloaded. There was a person in the crowd who asked questions. I'm not sure why he even wanted to bring this up regarding the Punk and Colt Cabana situation, which Khan denied in the interview this past week. The original story earlier came out, AEW talents who were frustrated and under the impression that Punk and Cabana's ill will toward each other cost well-liked Cabana to lose his job. Cabana eventually got put on Ring of Honor duty, in words that Cabana indicated to Khan before Punk's original AEW debut that he liked to not be working with CM Punk. Punk then went in to say this. Now, it's 2022. I haven't been friends with this guy since at least 2014, late 2013. The fact that I have to sit up here because we have irresponsible people who call themselves EVPs and couldn't fucking manage a target, and they spread lies and bullshit and put into the media that I got somebody fired when I have fuck all to do with him. Want nothing to do with him. Do not care where he works, when he works, where he eats, where he sleeps. And the fact that I have to get up here and do this in 2022 is fucking embarrassing. And y'all are at fault. Fuck you. If you're not, I apologize. What I did ever do in this world to deserve an empty-headed fucking dumb fuck like Hangman Adam Page to go out on national television and fucking go into business for himself? For what? What did I do? What did I ever do? Didn't do a goddamn thing. It's not Tony's position to make it very fucking clear that Punk didn't want anything to do with Cabana being moved to Ring of Honor. There's people who call themselves EVPs that should have fucking known better. This shit was none of their business. I understand sticking up for your friends. I fucking get that. I stuck up for the guy, Cabana, more than anybody. Okay? I pay his bills until I didn't, and it was my decision not to. He then went on further to talk about how many bills he's paid, how Colt Cabana is sharing a bank account with his mother. He has emails, he has receipts, he has invoices. Y'all, who want to say something first? Because this shit got crazy real quick.
That was very intense.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll start. So I couldn't believe it was happening. I don't know why I thought, like, I was like, when did they record this? Like, cause I was like, this is crazy. Tony's sitting there next to Punk, like eating every word he was saying, and he's just like, he looks like the biggest fucking mark ever. And he's just sitting there and he's not saying anything, and Punk is saying all this shit, and
he's nodding and agreeing the whole time.
He's nodding.
He's like,
and just a big fucking mark, right? And then like when Punk starts saying crazy shit, he kind of was like, you know, like he like kind of, his eyes kind of widened, but damn, I really want to get in with AEW, so I shouldn't say this, but this nigga look coked out like a motherfucker. His eyes are fucking bulging, okay? He looked, on top of the fact that he looked high, he looked confused and elated, and I don't even know how you look confused and elated at the same time. But he looked like the biggest fucking mark ever. And then like Punk is supposed to be, the whole bullshit he was saying when he came back was, I'm here for the new guys. I'm here for the new guys. I'm here to build stuff. I'm here to build this company. I'm coming back because I don't want, you know, what happened to me to happen to anybody else. And then he's talking about going into business for themselves. He's the only person that went into business for themselves yesterday. Like literally, we had this awesome ass pay-per-view that nobody is fucking talking about because of him. Because of him. Now see, look, on Twitter, I knew that he was gonna win. I was like, Punk beats Mox, and then MJF reveals himself as the Joker. So all of this, like, that should have been it right there. But no one is talking about this. You overshined the women. You overshined the trios championship. You overshined one of Hobbs' biggest matches he's ever had. You overshine a great ass pre-show. You overshine that with your bullshit. You overshine everybody's creativeness, their talent, with your bullshit of shit that doesn't matter. And like, I'm pissed because like, I'm really pissed about it because like, none of that shit fucking matters. You're talking about something that happened, like you said, decades ago. So why are you talking about it? I get that someone brought it up, but you could have easily said next question. Like, you didn't have to talk about this shit, and now you're taking away huge moments from people that should be getting celebrated and aren't. And you're here for the little guys. You're here for the new guys. You're supposed to be here for the team. No. So maybe there was something to what Cody was saying. Maybe there was something to what Cena was saying. Maybe there's something to what Triple H was saying. Like, you know, we didn't want to believe it because it's fucking CM Punk. But I don't know.
I'll say this about the whole thing. First of all, it was definitely shocking. Two, yes. For you to be, this is Tony Khan talking about, for you to be the CEO of the AEW, and this guy is dragging your EVPs, and we're talking about Kenny, talking about the Bucks, talking about Hangman Adam Page, and he's sitting there dragging them through the fucking gutter. And you're sitting there just kind of nodding and agreeing.
Right. Like, yep, he's right. Yeah.
What does that say about your company? What does that say about the decisions that you've made? What does that say about where you stand with your executive vice presidents? Like, these things just talents you have. Like, because of the four of them, we even fucking have AEW. Let's not get that shit twisted. Yes, Tony Khan, you are bankrolling this shit. But AEW started with those four guys and Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
And you're just
Mox came in and sealed the deal.
Yeah, they got Mox, they got Jericho, and that was pretty much enough for anybody who was an indie wanting to get their start, or a guy who wasn't getting their shine elsewhere, to come to AEW and become a fucking star. I mean, we made fucking MJF a household name. We made Darby Allin a household name. We fuck with Jungle Boy. We fuck with, you know, all these newer guys that we didn't know anything about because of the Elite who left New Japan and came to America to start something brand new, a new alternative to professional wrestling. It's just that, Tony, this ain't good business, my guy. It just doesn't look good for you to just sit up there just nodding and agreeing because this guy's a champion.
Him too. He could have been
he could have cut the mic off. Yeah,
right, like, no, let's not do that.
He could have done anything, and he's just sitting there being a fucking mark. Like, did you see? Like, he just was like enamored with this man,
and Punk
just ripping them apart.
He even said, "Because I work with fucking children." He said that during the interview. He was saying something, and he was like, "Well, because I work with fucking children," and I'm like, "Oh." He gave more props to that bakery, those little croissants, whatever he was eating. He gave more props to that bakery than he did to anybody on the roster. And I was listening to that. Like, he said nice things about her and her bakery and whatever, but he didn't say anything good about anybody in the back. That would have really pissed me off if I was in the back. He called them fucking
with the owner next to them, with the owner of the
right, and the owner is next to him. You can't say in one breath that you're here for the new guys and then say you work with a bunch of fucking children. Who's the children? The young guys, you know. So no, but I know if Unc was here, he would tell me to cut my mic off. But this is one of those things about McMahon, that this is one of the reasons why they couldn't break the story. Like, even on their personal social media, he wouldn't let them break the story. Alexa Bliss and Nia, they're friends in real life, but when they were beefing in the ring, they were beefing on Instagram. Like, he kept the story going because you didn't hear about stuff like this. You didn't hear about stuff like this until people retired. Like, we're just hearing about these stories from the guys that have their shows now, from Austin and the Dead Man. Like, we are just hearing this stuff from 30 years ago because Vince was like, no, as long as you're in it, you're in it. When you retire, that's on you. Write your book like Flair, whatever. But shit, that's genius. That's one of the reasons that they are a multi-billion-dollar company because.
Well, they didn't have the problem with Edge and Matt Hardy and Lita. That whole
well, I mean, there's been plenty of love. There was the John Cena and thing. There's been plenty of love triangles.
That's easy to turn into a story.
Like, you didn't hear a lot of it.
Yeah.
You hear it after this is business, but not while they're in it. He would.
You're talking about business right now. Like, you can turn a love triangle into something, but we talking like straight business. Like, this they real jobs. Like,
I know Edge and Matt Hardy have both fought backstage before.
Right, they all have. It's been so much beef, but Vince is smart enough to either turn it into a story or. You know, when they leave, they sound like a disgruntled former employee. You know, once you leave WWE,
he can't handle a paralegal though.
You sound like a hater because you're not here anymore. But while you're in it, we hear rumors. rumored that Matt Hardy didn't like, and it was rumored, but you don't hear the full story until they're separated. But at AEW, we're getting all this shit now, and it makes you be like, it ain't about the wrestling no more. We know. Why do we know that Eddie Kingston was on punishment? Like that he was in the pre-show match because of we shouldn't have known that. We shouldn't have known that he's beefing or he's on punishment or whatever. That's bad business. And it makes you not care about Eddie as much or care about what's going on because you're dealing with the rumors.
New development as we speak right this motherfucking moment.
Oh no.
Aleister Black.
Sources say there was an altercation between CM Punk and the Young Bucks earlier today.
Oh yeah.
The Bucks confronted Punk about his comments at the scrum. It did get physical with Punk throwing punches at least one member of the Bucks. A number of people intervened to separate everyone. Reports also suggest that CM Punk has generated a lot of heat for himself in AEW with candid remarks with Kenny Omega and the Bucks now threatening to leave AEW over the situation.
Did you see the part with the chair that Ace Steel threw a chair at Nick in the face, hit him in the eye?
Oh fuck!
Threw a chair at his face. Yeah, like Punk went back there swinging. That's what I was reading earlier. Like right before I got on here, they threw a chair in his face. Like Punk, it said Punk swung on Matt, so Ace Steel swung on Nick, but he swung the chair instead of his face. Like that's wild. And then he pulled Kenny's hair. Like look, I'm gonna say this, and this is all I'm gonna say about that. They have to fire Punk. They have to because punishment. You're gonna be on the pre-show. You're gonna be suspended. No, you have to be fired. They have to fire him because there is no way that you can apologize to your EVPs, all of them, right? Literally all of them. Besides firing Punk, because if they punish him, it's gonna look like they're the bad guys. Tony has to fire him. And that's it. Like you pissed off everybody in the back. Everybody, not just the higher ups. You pissed off the children, the fucking pricks that he works with. You pissed them off. You gotta fire him.
Wow, Dono sighting.
Hi, Dono.
Hi. Yes, first day of school tomorrow.
Oh, good luck. You'll have a great day.
Thank you. Everybody, good night.
Good night.
Heel Jones, your comments on this clusterfuck that is CM Punk and AEW.
No comment.
Really? Teleportation? Wow. So no comment, huh? Okay.
I feel like y'all been preaching that the downfall of AEW for a long time, and it hasn't happened yet. You said MJF is going to leave. He's clearly that. Everybody's going to leave. I did see a thing about Aleister Black wanting to be released. I did see that. After the Sting match, Aleister Black saying he wanted to be released, but other than that, it's going to be fine. You know what I mean? Get rid of Punk. His old ass ain't doing shit anyway. Mid-ass matches. Put the strap on MJF, and let's get some back to business.
I mean, I'm not preaching the downfall of AEW. Don't get me wrong. I want AEW to win. I want everybody to win. But this shit just looks bad. It just looks bad.
Until we get AEW 2.0, we're okay. It looks bad. Yeah, it looks bad on paper. But you know, hey, it happens. It's wrestling. Like, hell,
this ain't wrestling.
I mean, Bruiser Brody got killed. I mean, we're far from that. So
this ain't wrestling though. This is people who are not who are just conducting business in their emotions. That's what this shit looks like. You're conducting a multi-million-dollar business with multiple people involved because some of them have families, their families are involved, and it just looks real messy. It just looks bad.
Hey, listen, we've had professional boxing matches where it got out of control and people fight at the weigh-ins and all that kind of stuff. There's people, there's a lot of, things happen. Okay, that's not the problem. The problem is there's a common denominator here, and that's CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
He has to go.
Yeah.
It's not
He has to go.
AEW. It's not their management, and I'm pretty sure that Nick and Matt probably went with the same energy that Lou had. Like you're shitting on a great pay-per-view. You shitting on these guys. You're talking about these children. These guys are actually putting up numbers and doing great things. So
Yep.
I think they probably came to him like that, but he's such a narcissist that he couldn't even just get past it. And he's the problem. He's the problem. He's a freaking punk.
Yeah, that's his name.
And does this speak to, you kind of see also, well, I think anyway, this is where Cody and Brandy came in.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were the peacemakers. They were able to settle all of the stuff that was going on. But anytime you have as many big personalities as you have in wrestling, it's going to be some mess backstage. But when you have
peanuts and made peanut butter,
right, you have a Brandy and a Cody Rhodes, they were able, because they understand wrestling and they understand, the fighting part of it, the business part of it, the fame part of it. But Cody understood all of that. I won't say Brandy.
Yeah,
he understands
they were
that,
the bridge.
Right.
He understands that, but he's not good enough to go.
See where they're missing now.
He's instead of chasing his dad's, chasing a company that screwed his dad over, he's going to go over there and try to live out a dream that his dad had. And come
what's
on, bro.
wrong with
That's
that?
not good enough for me. That's not good enough for me. That's not good enough.
I fuck with it though.
Dusty Rhodes was also a legend in WCW. Dusty Rhodes was also a legend in NWA. Don't that WWE title is not the reason why you went back. Like I hate the facade of it.
I feel the same way. I have to agree with.
Just say you went back for money.
Yeah.
Say you didn't like Tony Khan. Say you like living somewhere. I don't know. Whatever it is. Say you miss Randy Orton. I rather hear him say something like that than go and say, "Oh, I'm going to go back and fulfill a dream that my dad didn't have." Well, you should have did that with the first time when they were over there stardusting. Come on, bro. When you was
that shit was not
legacy.
gonna happen at Stardust. Come on,
when was legacy.
Not that shit was never gonna happen at Stardust. And you fucking know
the dream has been deferred. Okay.
Cody went back because legacies are treated a certain way at AEW. Well, they were under Vince. If you were a legacy, you were treated. You get special. Look at Charlotte. She can do anything she wants to. Randy. The legacies were treated a certain way. The whole Roman Reigns' whole run.
But not all of them. I mean, look at Tamina.
Look at Braun Breaker.
Look at Braun Breaker. I refuse to call him that. That's a disrespectful word.
Braun Steiner.
A certain way, and Cody wanted that treatment. He wanted it. Yeah.
I don't know. Ask Nick to talk to his boy Paul.
Talk to your best friend.
Talk to my boy Paul.
Did we mention that Malachi Black at the end of the match hugged his crew and then turned around and blew a kiss to the audience and bowed?
Did he? I missed all of that.
No, he asked for a release.
But they said that he was denied a release. So I don't know. Maybe because he said something about he wanted to take a break, but he didn't. I think it was he didn't know if it was for a little while or forever. But I think he wants to leave. I honestly think he wants to go back to WWE. But his wife's there, so wouldn't that be?
See him. I don't know. I don't see him going back to WWE because they didn't use him right. They didn't use him right.
And they have too many dark characters already. What would he do?
Well, who's to say Paul? First of all, Paul is a figurehead. He's like the president of the United States. He's a figurehead. He's not making any real decisions, real calls. It's a facade as well. You don't think that man's not sitting back making phone calls every day. Hey, Paul, I need you to put so and so in the main event tonight. Come on, it's being done, bro.
No, that's Cody doing that.
I got to hit the clutch space on that one.
Yeah,
that's what Cody there for.
That's why everything is making sense. Is the stories are coming together. I firmly believe that's that Cody Rhodes influence at WWE. Mm-hmm. I do. I think Triple H is good, but I don't think he's that good.
No, that's Cody. This shit's starting to look like how AEW was looking when Cody was there. That shit's starting to look real familiar. I think that stuff's gonna start looking and making a little bit more sense.
That's my biggest problem with Paul, because he's saying that, they beat our developmental, but they changed your whole dynamic of wrestling. You got Edge doing Canadian Destroyers now. You got, they're trying to gear up for a trios type of title. Like, they changed the landscape. They can't just go out here and promo for 2 hours and wrestle for 15 minutes anymore. Like, it's been changing. And they have to attribute that to AEW.
Absolutely.
There's definitely direct influence that AEW had. The AEW effect is real. No matter how many people try to deny it, AEW coming along has now lit a fire under WWE, especially now that they have the room to do what they can to make their product better. Because that shit was never going to happen when Vince was there. Never.
No.
And plus, they reported $100 million in profit. You saw that?
Yeah.
AEW, they said they profited $100 million.
So yeah, AEW is still gonna be around. I definitely believe they'll be around, and I firmly believe and hope they'll get their shit together and give us quality. But there's a lot of things that needs to be done behind the scenes, and that shit needs to get fixed fast.
Punk need to be fired.
Final thoughts, KD.
Overall, both were. I was impressed with both pay-per-views. I do agree. Punk needs to be sat down at the very least. He needs to be sat down, because you have to look at it. Are you willing to lose the Bucks and Kenny for one CM Punk? Like, CM Punk, who is pretty much made of glass right now, like. He said in the interview he hurt his foot. He bumped it on like the railing and didn't feel it until he got in the ring. Like, you hurt yourself before you even got in the ring. You willing to keep Mr. Glass and let the Bucks go? Hell no. That's bad business. And if they do that, I'm done with AEW.
Oh damn. Okay.
Wow. I can see you doing that.
Yeah, if he keeps Punk but lets and Kenny, look at what Kenny has done, the draw he has got just in the last few days he's been back.
Yeah.
If he is willing to let the three of them go, these three pillars of AEW, let them go to keep one CM Punk. I'm a WWE girl again.
You know what? I'm not mad at that. I might actually start watching WWE again too, because that's crazy. They need to fire him.
It's so much talent, so many that deserve a push.
Yeah,
that could go so much further than Punk. Mox by himself, is worth. By himself, he's worth keeping. Worth keeping him happy over CM Punk. So, yeah, I agree. Punk needs to go.
Lou, are those your sentiments as well, or you have other thoughts as well?
I've been talking a lot, so it's cool. But yeah, Punk need to be fired.
All right.
Or something.
Hill Jones.
I think WWE has gotten better in the last month or so. My problem is going to be the same problem that Eric Bischoff says he has, and I've noticed it myself. It's too much. It's too polished. It looks like NFL, Monday Night Football. There's too many close-ups. I think when you go back to like wrestling camera angles, we don't have any long shots on WWE. It's always in somebody's nostril. Like, God, can we back up off of Shayna Baszler? I'm not trying to be that close to Shayna Baszler all the damn time. Also, I want to say
you could say
that. Anybody else?
You could say anybody else.
She doesn't have any eyebrows. Shayna Baszler looks like
here we
I
go.
can't even remember the character's name. I'm gonna let it go. She looks like I don't know. I'm not gonna even say nothing. I'm gonna leave Shayna Baszler alone. She's
put it in the chat though. I want to know.
She looks like a kabuki mask. That's what she looks like.
Oh,
she looks like a mask.
You mean Oscar's wearing a Shayna Baszler to the ring?
thought we was going to get away. We thought we was going to get out here without saying them. I was also really glad to see the Motor City Machine Guns in action on TO. That was really good. They did really well. Glad to see those guys again. I don't know. Punk, man, the dude's toxic. He's toxic in the UFC. He's toxic in WWE, and now he hasn't changed at all. He's bringing that same thing. I'm the big person, and yeah, you sell out in Chicago, but you're shit in Cleveland. So, let him go. Keep pushing the guys you got. There's more talent out there, and I think with MJF on the rise, he might be the guy that can actually put the strap on and flash at that company. Because of Mike skills, he would shut down anybody on the WWE roster right now.
Absolutely.
I agree with that.
In ring, he's meh. He's big meh. But other than that, yeah, that's what I want to see. WWE, Triple H, whoever it is, directors. Can we just cut down on the close-ups and all the augmented reality things into like this? Can we get a little more gritty? That's all I'm asking.
For me, this has been a very exhausting week in wrestling. Everything in Sunday didn't make it any better, but this has definitely been one for the books as far as wrestling this week and this podcast episode. Hopefully we have episode 7 if we don't get canceled, but until next time, people, on behalf of myself, KayDee Cosby, my girl Lucia, and of course Heel Jones, this has been the Color Commentary Wrestling Podcast, and as always, people, goodbye and good night.